to the channel. Yeah. And welcome back, folks, and today we have a very special thing to review. This is the Transformers Deluxe Legacy Crasher. Yeah, look at that. Remember that Gobot that you used to watch from the Challenge of the Gobots? You know, the Renegades, they had that black sports car that had a weird voice. I honestly thought he was a man. But later on, as I grew up, you know, there's this comic strip by, I think it was Matt Moylan. And I saw RC Elita with this this robot, and it's like, wait, so Crasher was a girl all along? That's like, whoa, mind blown. But you know, she was a Gobot or a Renegade, and now we see Crasher as a Transformer, you know, under Hasbro. So this is the Legacy Deluxe Crasher. Let's take a look at that face. Honestly, I am not a big fan of that face sculpt. It is looking really weird. I know that this is maybe the repaint of Kingdom Mirage, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But they could have really gone with a more feminine face sculpt. They could have just retooled that and changed it a bit, but they went with a lazy route and just colored it pink, and there you go. So and we're going to talk about that too, because this is really Kingdom Mirage, and you know, Kingdom Mirage is an F1 car. And with the Gobots, I think Crasher was not an F1 racer. It was something different. I'm just not really familiar what type of car that was. But let's talk about the armaments. It is the same armaments that you would get from the Kingdom Mirage. So you got the blaster right here. There you go. And then you got this rocket launcher. There you go. Which was one of the problems, because there was no option for you to place this on the Kingdom Mirage unless you get one of those add-on, third-party add-on kits. But it's not a big problem for Crasher, because Crasher doesn't really have like a launch or a rocket launcher with that. So this is just really a, you know, a nifty little add-on for this figure. You could put it here. There's a hole there. There's a hole there. Or you could just have her hold it like so, you know, whatever floats your boat. Or you can even place it here and have sort of a rocket or you could just maybe just put it that way, whatever floats your boat again. So there you go. So these are the components of that. Articulation wise, pretty much articulate. You got this, you got that, you have waist swivels, you have ankle rockers, ankle tilts, fantastic. Head rotates. So overall, it's a modern Transformer. Here you go. Has a lot of, you know, all the bells and whistles from a modern Transformer. Again, not a big fan of that face sculpt right there. Color-wise, really nice color. We know this is not the first time that we've seen Crasher be incorporated into the Transformers universe. There was, what do you call this? What's the name? It was another repaint of what do you call this? Mirage, Classics Mirage. I think it was something, I forgot. But I was trying to get one. I saw one on Facebook, but the seller didn't get back to me, so it's kind of a shame. I was trying to get it, and it wasn't in time for the video, and this came in the mail, and it's like, oh my, okay, so it's not here. I wasn't able to make the deal. I don't have any comparison. But in order for us to do more comparisons, so we're going to have Crasher to be compared with the Autobot mold. Well, this is not the exact mold, but this is Siege Mirage, and you would see the similarities between the Siege line and the Kingdom line that this was taken from, and it's not even so different. So the rocket launcher is the same, the rifle is the same, the technology or the engineering that was used to transform this thing was pretty much the same. The thighs look the same, the arms look the same, the shoulders look the same. The only thing that would be different would be the spoilers right here and the shoulder section right here, which had holes. Of course, the head, this I love the Siege head. That's why I never went with the Kingdom Mirage because I like the Siege better. So, I mean, if I could get a Kingdom Mirage at a very, good deal, I would. But, there's really no need for that if you have this guy right here. He looks fantastic as it is. Again, very similar, yet strikingly different. If we take a look at the back is pretty much reminiscent to each other. There you go. There you go. And there you have it. So let's compare Crasher now with another legacy vehicle. So this is size comparison between legacy, oh my goodness, skids right there. Forgetting the names of these guys. So there you go. And let's put that aside. And let's put Crasher together with her fellow Decepticon vehicles. We got Legacy Dragon, which just fell. And we also have Legacy Wild Rider. Some other vehicles. I think this was the thing. I think it would have been perfect if we had exhaust as the mold. I think it was a very close type of car to what Crasher was. But again, I'm just happy that we got Crasher. Not a big fan of the face, but overall I like the, what do you call this, the figure right now. It's a wonderful addition. And yeah, so you can see that they have, they're not far off from the size. They're following the new Transformers Deluxe sizing. So that's pretty nifty. That's cool for me because one is not bigger than the other, and they're all vehicles, which is, it's going to be fun to look at later if you have them all in vehicle mode. So that's our first take on Crasher. We're going to pause the video, come back, and transform this Renegade into her vehicle mode. We'll be right back. Alright folks, we're back, and we have our villainous Renegade Crasher in her robot mode. So what we're going to do is transform this Transformer, she's not a Gobot anymore, into her vehicle mode. So first thing we want to do is just take this assembly, just put the shoulders up like that in that motion, bring this section right here, bring this section right here, go to the back part, take a look at that section right there. That's a latch. Just unlatch that section, bring the whole head assembly down like so, lock it back in place, and then this is double, what do you call this, jointed midsection. So unhinge that, and then you go to the leg part. So just try to angle the legs like so, angle the legs like so, and flip the toes in, and then just bring this whole section out like that. Bring this whole section out like that, and then we're going to do this right here, flip this, and what I like to do is I just like to angle it first so that it can fit like that, so we're pretty much halfway through the F1 car mode, and just try to bring this whole thing, sandwich it together, sandwich that together. It's a little tight, but you're going to be able to do it. So we're almost there. And what you want to do is just bring this here, flip the fist in, like that, and then just sandwich that two together again, and then just make it fit right there. Rotate these spoilers and just squeeze them in. Let's try to did a poor job of, oh my goodness. Did a poor job of sandwiching this the midsection right here. It's a little stiff, but it's not the end of the world. You just really want to make sure that you get the look right there. There's that seam line right there, which is I'm not really a big fan of. But you already have it in it, and it rolls well in the F1 mode. So bring the weaponry here. All I can do is just angle that, and just take this here, and bada bing bada boom, you got a black evil looking F1 Razor. It really annoys me. It can't sandwich in properly. Hopefully it's just really my copy. You know, by the time you get this, it should be all polished and good. So that's it. Let's try to compare him with the Siege Mirage. I mean, this has a more sleeker, much more earth-toned racer, but I'm still going with this wonderful design. This was a celebrated design. When people saw this and got this, everybody was just really going gaga over that, and I love it. I still like that. Much similarities, enough differences to call it separate Transformers, which is pretty good in my book. Let's put that right there. Have a gander at that. Set that aside. And let's have another F1 racer. We got Legacy Drag Strip. There you go. We can start a Decepticon race now. We also have Wild Rider. And of course, the thing that I really thought that they were going to use, I mean, it would be a little disappointing because it would be a repeated, you know, we have so many, what do you call this, use of this mold already, but it wouldn't hurt if they made a black one. I think it would be a fantastic one. And this is exhaust, so from, what do you call this, from, oh my goodness, I'm running out of Transformers names. But yeah, so the Autobot version. I'm just really running out of. I'm forgetting my Transformers. But yeah, this would have been the perfect mold for Crasher right there. There you go. So we have all of our Transformers, Decepticons in their vehicle modes. They look great. They look great. Nice sizes. Scaling wise, they look fantastic. So we're gonna take a quick pause, final pause, talk about their final things, the final thoughts about Legacy Crasher. Alright, we're back and we have Crasher, the Renegade Decepticon, in her robot mode again. So let's have our final say, but before that, how does Crasher fare with other Transformers? Here's a Voyager class, and that's I call that, well, they call him Sandstorm, but I call him Duststorm because Sandstorm is an Autobot. See, I'm remembering now, because I remember now that exhaust was from Wheeljack. There you go, the name I was looking for. I'm just really out of words right now, but this is the size between a Voyager and a Deluxe, and of course we got this dusty fella right here, something that we have recently. Well, this was supposed to be leader class, but Blitzwing is what do you call this? Pretty small. And you notice that the sword is now bendy, and notice that the plastic has started to yellow on Duststorm. Let's have one random Transformer for the final say. Here's Fangry. There we go. And what are we going to talk about? So it's a very surprising figure that came out. I wasn't expecting it. When I saw it, I said, okay, I want to get that because that's pretty unique. Don't really see a lot of, you know, Gobot turned Transformers, which opens a lot of, you know, possibilities. Are we going to see Gobots under the Transformers line, such as Cykill or Coptor, Leader 1, Turbo, and even Scooter? So that's a big question in the future that we might have to answer, you know, and Hasbro has the only answer for that. Would you want to, you know, is it something that I would recommend? Would you want to have it? It's definitely something to add to your collection, but it's not really something that I would recommend. Maybe only for those that are really into Gobots or just really wants a unique Transformer in their collection. Face sculpt wise is the big downside. It is very lousy. That face is not really good. And shout out to my friend Oscar Ramos. What's up, Oscar? He said that this thing is just downright ugly. And it's a lazy Hasbro job. And I would agree. Color wise, it's fantastic. Transformation wise, it's pretty much the same. Playability, yeah, it's there. Vehicle mode, it's all cool. So it's not on the downside and it's not on the good side. I would just really say it's a plain old Transformer. So I'd probably rate this and give this like a good 6, maybe to 7. But other than that, it's really up to you to get it. So that's pretty much our review for Decepticon Crasher. We were going to call her Decepticon Crasher now. If you like the video, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to put your comments, your feedback. Tell us what do you think about Crasher right here. And if you have not subscribed, hit that notification icon, hit that bell icon. And thank you for those people that recently subscribed. You are the best and you are wonderful. Thank you a lot. That really means a lot to us here on this channel. Now that's pretty much it for our time, folks. And remember, till all are one, peace out, rock and roll.